Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Paul Cruz Show. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited, and I hope the videos that you've been watching that they've been helpful to you. That's what it's all about for me. I have an exciting topic that I want to talk about today, and I know you hear me say that all the time, but I am excited about the topics I talk about. Um, because if you're not excited about what you do, then you're never going to convey excitement to others. Does that make sense? So hopefully you're taking advantage of the videos that I'm sharing with you guys, because that's what it's all about, at least for me. It's about giving. It's about helping small business owners, entrepreneurs, salespeople. Okay? So what I want to talk about today is there's 3 values that you need to have as a salesperson to not only be successful in sales, but that you got to be aware of these 3 values because they will help you in the sales process. Think about that. If you look at all of the top salespeople in the world, you're going to see that they have these 3 values. So hopefully you can identify which one you're lacking in and do something about it. Okay? Before we get into the topic, if you're watching this podcast on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, share the video with others, and also share your feedback. That's very helpful to me. Okay? Let's get into it. The 3 V's of selling, or the 3 values of selling. The first one is the most important one because you can't have the other 2 unless you have this one first. It's called perceived value. Think about that. We all have a perception when we meet somebody or when we speak with someone. There's always a perception. It's no different with you as a salesperson. If it's face to face, your body language is going to say a lot. If it's over the phone, your voice has to create that perception that you know what the hell you're talking about, that you're an expert in what you do. Because if not, you don't have a snowball's chance in hell to get a sale. Just don't. So the perceived value is the most important. The problem is that sometimes we have a perception of ourselves that we think other people see that same perception, but it's not true. So you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to convey that perception that you are who you say you are, that you are valuable. They need to see that. They need to feel that. They need to know that from the jump start. Let me give you an example. Let's say you meet this woman and you really like her, your stomach, you got bubblies in your stomach, and you want to take her out. Well, you're going to approach her and speak with her. Hopefully you have a perceived value that she likes so that she can say yes to you to go out on a date. Just think about that. Let's say you're calling somebody on the phone, cold calling like I do. They get a lot of phone calls from other people selling them the same thing you might be selling. They're going to have a perceived value about you right from the get-go. Oh, you're another telemarketer. Oh, you cold calling. Oh, this and that, right? Your job is to show them the real value you have, that they have a different perception about you. You got to do that. And don't fake it. I hate that. Fake it till you make it. That's nonsense. Keep it real. Perceived value. We all have that. And as a salesperson, we have a bad connotation. The word salesperson. I don't like to be sold. But we're all buying. Somebody's selling somebody. You have to be genuine, authentic, real. I tell people on the phone, listen, yeah, I push. But I'm pushing because you need to do this. It's for your best interest. That's a perception. Just think about that. How's your perceived value? Would you do business with yourself? Listening to yourself. Would you buy from you? Then you transition into intrinsic value. This is where most relationships are solidified, in my opinion. Why do I say that? This is what I call the meat and potato, peeling the onion. This is where your value should be increasing or decreasing. So you ask this woman out on a date. She likes, so far you have a good perceived value. Now you go to dinner. Now it gets really serious. How you have a conversation with her? Are you a good listener? Are you respectful? Are you a gentleman? You start to peel your own onion. You start to show who you are, what you're all about. Sales is no different. I call it the art of storytelling. How you handle their questions. Do you tell them what they need to and not what they want, even if that means you lose a sale? Do you understand the problems and the questions and the concerns they may have? How do you address that with rebuttals? Do you understand their industry? You don't have to know all of it, but enough of the language to communicate with them. Do you truly care about them? Are you revealing to them their problems and you showing them a solution to their problem? Think about that. You should be increasing your value at that point. That's why I call it the art of storytelling. And here's the thing is, everyone said they don't like to hear a story. Oh, I don't want to be sold. We're all being sold. The question is either you're selling them or somebody else is. Let's address nobody likes to hear a story. Well, then don't go to the movies. Don't watch anything on TV. The fact is, we all like to hear a good story. I know I do. I just don't like to hear bullshit. Excuse my French. But that's the fact. So intrinsic value. How is your intrinsic value? Are you increasing your value as a salesperson? Are you practicing your craft? Are you training every day? If you run sales team, are you training your people the right way? Or do you just take it for granted and go with the flow? Are you continually learning and growing in knowledge and understanding? I know I am every single day. And the way I learn, I listen to others that I respect, but I cold call every day. My clients teach me what I need to learn. They do. Intrinsic value. Always make sure you're getting better in sales. Because if not, you're never going to hit a good level. Number 3, the third value, I call it real value. What is real value? That's when the relationship is solidified. You went on dinner with this woman a few times. You guys build a good relationship. You're dating for a while. Maybe you got engaged. Now you're going to get married. Win-win. What does this relate in sales? You get a customer that buys your services that they need, that's beneficial to them. You solve their problem. You're their guy. Now you have a long-term relationship, which means you get referrals. You get good reviews, more followers. That's what it's all about. That's what real value is. It's not about somebody buying something and someone selling something. It's about how does the relationship win. Well, at least that's what I'm all about. That's what real value is. That's why I say a majority, I would say 90% of the sale is solidified in the intrinsic value, in the body, in the art of storytelling. Because no matter how much you try to fake who you are, eventually you get exposed. You expose yourself. So think about that. Those are the 3 values that you should have as a salesperson, as a business owner, in your personal life. That doesn't change. Are you conveying real value to people you deal with? Because I learned this a long time ago. You're either an asset or liability. You either got a positive attitude or negative attitude. You either make excuses or you get results. There's always a cause for every effect. They all interact with each other. Think about that. How is your sales career? Are you happy with where you're at in your sales career? Do you believe you could get better? And if you believe that, what are you doing to get better? Well, you got to increase your value. There's many ways to do that. Now, if you look at all the top salespeople that you might know, follow, they have these 3 values. They get you to make a decision. They get you to want something or need something, right? They have a value. They offered you something that helps your sales career, right? Are you doing the same thing? So think about that, guys. The 3 values of selling: perceived value, intrinsic value, real value. Make sure you're always increasing your value every day, because then relationships become easier. Closing deals become easier, or more effective, let's put it that way. Okay? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Paul Cruz Show. I really hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been encouraging to you and inspiring to you. And really ask yourself those questions, where my value is. Am I weak? What do I need to do to get better? For those of you who are following me on my social site like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Paul Cruz Show, if you like this video, comment on it, share it with others. Go to my YouTube channel at the Paul Cruz Show, subscribe, and share the video with others. Again, I want to thank you for being part of the Paul Cruz Show. Till we speak again, I say goodbye and have much success. Have a great day.